Some stories just feel different. They start out as local rumors, passed around campfires, whispered at sleepovers, but then you realize some of it might actually be true. Today we're heading to Fairfax County, Virginia to explore a story that's been around for 50 years. This is the legend of the Bunny Man Bridge. According to legend, it all started in the early 1900s. A bus transporting inmates from a mental hospital was on its way to a new facility when it crashed deep into the woods near Clifton, Virginia. Most of the prisoners were found, except for one, Douglas Grifon. Days later, townspeople began finding rabbits, skinned, gutted, hanging from trees. People said it was Grifon, living off the land and hiding in the woods, going mad. Then came the murders. A group of teenagers was found hanging under a train bridge. Scratched into beams above them was a message, supposedly signed, "The Bunny Man." The story goes on every year on Halloween. The Bunny Man returns to that same bridge, now known as Colchester Overpass, looking for trespassers to punish, just like he did all those years ago. Now here's where things get weird, because some parts of this story aren't just legend. On October 1970, two real police reports were filed in Fairfax County. In the first case, an Air Force cadet and his fiancée were parked on Guinea Road with a man in a white suit and long ears smashed into their car window with a hatchet. He yelled at them for trespassing, and then he ran off. A few days later, a construction security guard saw a man in a gray and white bunny suit chopping at the post of a porch with an axe. He told the guard, "You're trespassing. If you come any closer, I'll chop off your head." These are confirmed reports. They are investigated by the Fairfax County Police. The Washington Post even ran a series of articles about it, but no one was ever caught. After those sightings, the Bunny Man became a local legend. People started daring each other to visit the Bunny Man Bridge at midnight. Some said if you stood there on Halloween and said his name 3 times, he would appear. Others swore they heard scratching in the woods or saw red eyes watching from the trees. Over the years, the story kept growing. More bodies, more hauntings, more violence. And thanks to the early internet forums in the late 90s, the legend exploded. But here's the truth. The story about the asylum bus crash, the inmate named Douglas Grifon, the teens dead hanging under the bridge, it's all made up. In 1999, someone posted a version of the story to a website called the Castle of Spirits. They added fake names, fake deaths, and even mentioned buildings that never existed. Brian A. Connolly, a historian from Fairfax County Public Library, looked into it, and he found that none of the early legends show up anywhere before those two 1970 police reports. The police reports about the man with the bunny ears and smashing in the window and chopping the front porch with an axe, those were real. No crash, no convict, no mass murders. What is true, and that gives this legend its legs, is that in 1970, a real person dressed like a bunny man did attack people with a hatchet, and no one figured out who he was. So yeah, maybe there's no escape killer, no ghost in a bunny mask, but there was someone out there, a man in a bunny costume, threatening strangers in the middle of the night and then disappearing. Sometimes the real story is even weirder than the legend. Let me know what you think. Crazy meth head in the woods, or something more? If you're into weird history, haunted places, and creepy folklore like this, drop a comment and let me know if I should keep this series going. I got a whole list of stories like this one, and they only get stranger from here.